You don't remember?
By herself?
Mm-hmm. To your 50th wedding anniversary in Joshua Tree?
Well, how did you get to it there?
I think she flew. And then maybe Mary Lou went and picked her up from the airport.
Not Mary Lou. Mary Lou wasn't that kind of a person.
Well, maybe Mom went and picked her up from the airport. Mom was still driving. Maybe you and Mom went out to the airport. So if Jane came over our house right now, if Joyce came over our house right now to visit you, what would you say to her?
Well, I'd always be, do you remember when, when something happened? Who broke the jar of jelly, grape jelly on the floor, smashed on it? And you thought it was me, and you knew it was me, but you said it was Don, or vice versa.
Because she liked you best?
She wasn't a mean person. She's just a nice person.
You said she was the peacemaker?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Not quite exactly. Because if somebody did something wrong, the peacemaker called Mother's attention to it right away. So that kid got slapped aside there.
But
and when I talk about slapping the kids, I don't mean knocking them down. But if Mother had 4 kids and she'd do like this, one another, what's she gonna do? You're gonna push them like this. You never had that problem, huh? Well, then you know how it goes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But see, we're talking about, I think Jane was 5 years older than me. So there's 4 kids. One of them was 5, one of them was 3, and then the 2 boys.
so what's your biggest memory?
Huh?
What's your biggest memory of when you were kids?
I remember my mother was crying. Something happened. Somebody told her. And Mother burst into tears. And somebody died. One of her sisters, I think. If you stop to think about it, if you had a large family of 4 or 5 kids, the urge is to get the oldest ones out of the house, get out on their own some way.
So, do you remember when Uncle Don went in the army?
Huh?
Do you remember when Uncle Don went in the army and you didn't go?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to go. That was the thing to do. Go out at the head of the crowd with the flag and get killed. That's the thing to do. And of course, here's a mother that knows when those boys get old enough, that's what they're going to be doing.
So you stayed home and took care of Grandma and Joyce.
Well, yeah, but you see, all the eligible male went in the service, in the Air Force or the Army or the Navy, but except, so I'm walking around a big kid, and I'm not in the Navy or the Army or the Air Force. How come? Why? Oh, maybe his parents had some pull with the government. You know, and it's not fair. Why should he be, you know, this kind of thing? And can't you imagine being a kid? How do you feel about this?
Yeah.
And also, when I still a big kid, I was supposed to act like an adult and make my mother proud that she had a son.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you did.
But that didn't always work out that way.
Well, for the most part.
But